You ever get that feeling where you're like 5 minutes into an anime and you already know who directed it? Devilman Crybaby is just that type of anime because this has got Yuasa written all over it. What's up everybody, I'm BobSamurai, the guy you thought you saw down in the demon's den with electric sex pants. It probably wasn't me, unless you were there Wednesday. But if you're looking for anime news, reviews, lists, or discussions, hit that subscribe button because I'm bringing you all 4 new videos every week, so let's begin. If you've ever seen any of the really weird anime from Masaaki Yuasa, whether it is Cat Soup, Kemonozume, or Mind Game, then this is going to be right up your alley with Devilman Crybaby because it is weird, and having read just a little bit, a few volumes of the original Devilman manga, I can say that there's probably no one else better suited to direct a Devilman anime because this is like right up Yuasa's alley here because even in the manga, in the original manga for Devilman that came out, I don't know when it came out off the top of my head, but it's an old one and you had girls transforming into demons and their breasts would become giant demon faces with teeth and they would just start eating stuff and it was like, it was some weird stuff even for back in its day, and I don't think there's really anybody else out currently that can actually live up to that expectation of weirdness. So I want to say this first and foremost, if you're curious about watching Devilman Crybaby, I would suggest that you sit down and watch either Mind Game or watch Cat Soup first, because if you're coming into this and you're hearing, oh, everybody's talking about this is going to be the anime of the season, this is probably going to be hands down the most popular anime of the winter season here, and I want you to go into this anime with a little bit of context and understanding what it is that you're going to be watching. So I would suggest going to watch Cat Soup or Mind Game just to get into the weirdness that is Masaaki Yuasa, because maybe you've seen some of his other shows, maybe you've seen Kaiba, or maybe you've seen Ping Pong, or maybe you've seen Tatami Galaxy. I can't speak for Ping Pong. I know I haven't seen that one yet. I really do need to, but this anime is not like the ones that I just named here. This one is weird, and it pretty much, from the 2 episodes that I've first seen, it really does live up to my expectations of Devilman, not only with its weird-looking demons that have these crazy transformations, and it's all bloody, and people are getting eat up and stuff, but it's also, from what I've seen, the story is actually fairly on point. They actually take some of the same characters as the original series, but they more modernize the show and they actually change a few of the events to make it, I feel, more interesting. So you're probably wondering, what's up with the name? What's up with it being called Devilman Crybaby if this is supposed to be some dark and demonic anime where people transform into demons and just eat each other alive, basically? Why is it called Crybaby? Well, that's because our protagonist, Fudo, is just a big crybaby. He cries a lot, even when he was little, and there was this cat that had mange, and then we had his friend Asuka, who murdered the poor cat with a box cutter because it was his logic that, hey, the cat was gonna die anyway, so why not have a little fun? That's actually really sick. There's people who do stuff like that. And it's pretty disgusting, but that actually shows what their personalities are like. They're pretty much polar opposites here, where you have Fudo, who is the type of guy who has empathy for everyone, and then you have Asuka, who kind of just wants to watch the world burn from what I can tell of the first 2 episodes here. So somehow or another, like, time goes forward, and then, like, randomly one day, Asuka comes back, and he's got a whole lot of money, and he's like, hey, Fudo, we've been studying this demon thing where people transform into demons, and it's actually this alternate history from everything you know about the world where demons have existed longer than humans, and they can somehow embody human. Asuka takes Fudo to this weird demonic sex dungeon where people are having orgies and all sorts of stuff down there, and then demons start taking over people, and people started eating each other alive and just fighting, and then this is where Fudo gets inhabited by Amon, which is this really powerful demon. He goes around just kicking everybody's ass, and by kicking everybody's ass, I mean tearing them to shreds and devouring them. Totally not the empathetic type of person that you expected, but when you've got a demon inside you, something changes just a little bit. So for the first 2 episodes of Devilman Crybaby, episode 1 was just your character introduction, and then episode 2 was just showing, it's basically setting up the series from that point forward. They're showing what happens after the Great Demon Invocation or whatever, where Fudo becomes half demon, where he becomes a much more masculine person. It looks a lot older and also has superpowers allowing him to run about 1 mile in 10 seconds here, and also transform into a big demon and just tear people to shreds if he wants to. So there's not a whole lot of plot development that happens within these first 2 episodes, obviously, because it is just the introduction, but I gotta say, this was totally a fun experience for me. I deserve some sort of an award for deciding to stop watching this anime after only 2 episodes because I wanted to marathon the entire series. It was so much fun on all levels. The animation was on point. If you've seen some of the weirder Masaaki Yuasa stuff and you know what to expect with that, I can imagine some people being thrown off by the animation here, but you can see some of the clips I'm going to put here that don't include nudity. There's a lot of nudity here going on. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of blood here, but the animation for all that stuff was really just great. Same with the art style. I feel like the anime just looks beautiful. It looks exactly like something that I would expect coming from Masaaki Yuasa, even though I know he's the director, not the art guys or anything like that, but great work here. The soundtrack was also on point as well. I had so much fun with this. It was this very energetic soundtrack. There was like 1 or 2 songs that I've heard from the first 2 episodes that kind of reminded me of a few of the tracks from the Fury soundtrack. If you've ever played the game Fury, one of my favorite video games of all time, I actually stream that game from time to time. I absolutely love it, and the soundtrack there. But everything here so far has just been a great experience. Plus, it's got the English dub to it. The dub, they did a great job with that as well, I think. You know, I'm a fan of dub. I also watch anime subbed as well, but if it's got a dub, and depending on how I feel, I'm going to watch the dub, and that's how I'm watching this. So 10 episodes in total. I got some work to do. I'm going to save all of that for tomorrow. I'm just going to relax and truly just enjoy the experience of Devilman. I don't know if this is going to be an amazing anime like people are making it out to be. We're going to have to wait and see about that, but expect a full review on the entire series coming up within the week or maybe within the next week, because I got another anime review to put out as well. So what did you think of Devilman Crybaby? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button, and also, if you're still new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with anime news, reviews, lists, and discussions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome week, everybody.